From Maxwell Street. He did podcasts before. He is a wrestler. Colt Boom Boom Cabana.
All right, how you guys doing? Come on in, sit down, relax. You're about to listen to The Art of Wrestling, a professional wrestling podcast. It's a life podcast. It's a personal journal. It's an entryway into the minds, the souls, the hearts, and the lives of the world of professional wrestling. I am your host. My name is Colt Cabana. Hello. I am a podcaster. I am a man who gets yelled at by the tech people here in Indianapolis. I'm a live performer. I'm a coach. I'm an agent. I'm a Jew. Most importantly, though, I am a professional wrestler, and I am not coming to you live from my studio. Ooh, as I stop doing it more and more people stop saying the words with me. No, I am live here at Squared Circle Expo in Indianapolis, Indiana, in front of a live studio audience. Before we go any further, this is a fan supported and listener supported podcast supported by people just like you. We give it to you free of charge once in a while these days. The best way that you can support, though, I do have a Patreon where I give these for you ad-free. It's a great way to support. I do have a Twitch. I do live shopping on pwtlive.com, or head on over to coltmerch.com where you can buy t-shirts. I haven't done that. So buttons, pins, all your Colt Cabana goodies. And that is a great way to support. But I love doing these live shows. It's been a while having an audience. We have so many wrestling.
Did somebody say Maxwell and Jew?
Well, I have my list of guests here. And is your name Matt Cardona?
I was rudely omitted. That's the other Long Islander. I was rudely omitted from this. It's bad enough you ran away from me and Mom all those years ago from all of your responsibilities. That's fine, though. I've definitely forgiven you for it.
If you don't know, we did take a DNA test at AIW, and the results did come back. I am his father. Do you see the resemblance?
I don't see it at all, not even a little bit. Do you guys see the resemblance?
I mean, you're a little more tan than I am.
And jacked.
Just on the tip.
And more handsome. And smart.
Sure, I mean, it's like
and more humble.
My DNA gets just chopped down, you know. It's like I'm giving the good DNA. I mean, Mom was a babe.
Hold on a second.
Your mom.
Okay, let's get this over. Ask me the questions with your Yakety Yak comedy show, and then I'll leave, and you're going to PayPal me for this, right?
You're still on PayPal?
Oh, what? You're a Venmo guy?
I'm a Zelle man myself.
Oh, wow. All the plugs.
I thought I taught you well, though. Are you still on MySpace, Max?
I think I was born after MySpace went away.
I should know that. You are my son. I did find your mom on MySpace Top 8, and it's been a great career. Well, I mean, you weren't my guest. You don't do media.
Almost never.
I know you're just going to make fun of me.
That's ridiculous. Guys, would I ever make fun of Colt Cabana? Would I make fun of his weird haircut? No. Would I make fun of his interesting and odd gait? No. Would I make fun of his stomach? No. Would I make fun of his wobbled out knees? No. I wouldn't do any of these things.
Did you say my odd gait?
You have a very weird gait. The way you walk is very peculiar.
G-A-T-E, gait?
You've never heard of that? That's a word. So gait means the way... Can somebody in the audience explain to Colt Cabana that gait is a real word?
But you know this?
Yeah, because we all went to school, you know, and teachers taught us the meaning of words.
That is not a thing.
It's 1,000% a thing.
Not from Deerfield, Illinois, did we teach that in our school system, but that's okay in Indiana. Well,
I'm shocked I learned anything here.
Yeah. So I was listen.
Yeah.
Before I came on here, I was doing this podcast, and then the cameraman yelled at me.
I heard there was some weird, grotesque, fat cameraman who was trying to direct your podcast.
And I wasn't rude, but I started giving him shit in the Colt Cabana making fun of you, but having fun way.
It's the guy with the pubes super glued to his face, right?
It's that guy.
That dude?
And I really felt this is what Max does.
For sure. Yeah. but except I mean it when I say it, like wholeheartedly. Now your mic's not even working, so they have the gall to tell you where to sit or stand.
Literally, okay, yeah. The cameraman told now.
Welcome to the MJF show. My name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Unbelievable.
And I am here live in my studio.
Do you still have a...
I currently live in Long Island in a beautiful studio apartment.
You have to live with moms, though.
No, absolutely not.
And the bagel guy.
So, first of all, they're called bagels. By the way, my father sold his paleo baked goods company.
First of all, the father who took you on once no thank you.
That guy
Not
sold his
interested.
Okay, pal.
He's going to be a little shithead when he grows up, I can tell. He was...
Very rich shithead, but yes, a shithead.
Rosie was just like, can I have him on the show? I was like, no, thank you. And then the Pagel Man takes you on Rosie O'Donnell.
Pagel Man came right in, swooped in. Those some LWO shirts, huh? I heard they're making a big resurgence. Yeah.
What are you doing, crowd work now?
Hey, you know how it is. You guys ever try airplane food? You like airplane food? No, I'm in a good mood. I counted all the money that I've made so far today. I'm fucking raking it.
Are you close to Tony Khan?
Holy shit. What's that?
Are you close to Tony Khan now?
I'm getting close to a B. Right now I'm in the M's, but I'm getting close to a B.
Yes, you do remind me of a man with BMs, of course.
Yes.
That's a bomb.
I get it. I understand.
Okay. All right. And then, do you have a private jet now? Is Tony like? Did Tony give you private jet?
No.
Like insurance?
Well, I mean,
advice,
based off of the money that he's given me, I was able to afford my private jet, but he didn't just gift me the private jet.
But I'm saying, did he give you advice? Like, here's where you get. I know a guy.
I don't ask Tony Khan for advice about anything. That's not a real thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, congratulations on being the champion of all elite wrestling.
The world heavyweight champion. Yeah.
Did you make up the Triple B?
The Big Burberry belt?
Yep, he made it up. Great. I thought it was because it looks like bees. Is
No,
that not why?
no.
It's like a giant bee.
Like, as in, like, the one that flies around?
No, the
like,
letter. The letter looks like bees.
Oh, like the letter. That's what you're saying. You know, I never noticed that. I'm going to
If you
have
look
to
at
look
it, it's
at
like 1B, 2B, 3B.
I suppose. That you could be onto something, I guess.
Yeah.
You're really good at this. Did I ever tell you that? You've asked some incredible inquisitive questions while I've sat there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't expect you. I had a whole list of questions for Matt Cardona.
I honestly have questions for Matt Cardona. Is he here?
Should we bring him out?
I think we should bring him out, fellow Long Islander. Why not?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome my next guest, Matt Cardona.
I'll move over. Hey, you move over. It's the indie god.
Am I cameraman? Are we okay? Hi. How are you? I did not expect this. Usually when I come on here, I have a co-host, like a stand-up comedian, like Marty DeRosa. And so now I got the biggest jokester in the game.
You know how it is. I have several questions, and they all involve Bev Francis Gym in Long Island.
You know, my dad got me banned from there recently.
Excuse me? So I look at a photo of
Holy
your father every day when I'm squatting. And he's on the wall.
He's
and
on the wall.
And you're telling me he's
I'm on the wall
blacklisted
twice,
now?
actually.
You're on the wall 2 times. You are. I'm on the wall. There's now one.
Here's the thing. I listen to this man's podcast every week, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I know everything about him. And so you can give that a round of applause if you want to. Yeah. I think I know all the information because you divulge so much on there. Into the mic, go.
Sure.
Great. And you said I asked shitty questions, you're better than me, and then all of a sudden you just bring something up, information I want to know about, a story I never knew of. This is great. You've been kicked out of a gym.
Well,
Before we get into the story, this is what I bring to the fucking table. I'm the world champion.
Unreal.
Go on, Matthew.
DNA of a legend, this one.
so Bev Francis Gym on Long Island. It's the East Coast Mecca. It's the gym of gyms.
Best gym in the world.
I think so. I love going there. Always new equipment. If you want some motivation, you go there. There's people training for the goddamn Olympia at this gym. Right?
Has John Cena been there before?
100%.
Multiple times.
The Rock has been there.
MJF's there every week.
Go.
We're all going.
So my dad My dad would go all the time. He was friends with Steve. He'd bring me in all the time. My dad just did.
You just said Steve, like we all know who Steve is.
Why don't you know Steve? Steve's a legend, dude. So Steve owns Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym, the East Coast Mecca.
Wrong. Bev owns Bev
Well,
Francis
it's a co-owned.
a co-owned thing.
Yeah, but Steve's he's the guy.
Steve's the guy. Steve's the guy. So my dad just did a bodybuilding competition. Now, granted, my dad's
how old's your dad?
He's about like 65, 66, okay?
Doesn't look a day over 35.
I give him credit. But he really has no business being up on stage. You know what I'm saying? But I give him credit. He's still in the gym. There's only 2 people in this show. Now, one of the judges was Steve. Right. So there's only one person can win, one person can lose. Of course, my dad got second place and was mad and cursed out Steve, who was judging. It's just Steve's show.
Who won?
The other guy won.
Oh, really? Thanks.
The other guy.
I would love to see this other guy because your dad's ripped out of his fucking gourd.
Was he big? Did you go and support your
No,
dad?
I didn't. He does so many.
Did you run on stage and put a hat on him after he lost?
Now I have one. It could have gone either way in this competition. So anyway, my dad, sore loser, curses out Steve, who's the man running the show, judge, owner of Bev Francis, and now I can't show my face there anymore.
It's awkward. It's very awkward. Yeah.
And I was never charged when I went. I always went for free. And now I can't.
You were going there every day for free?
No, every time I would come back to Long Island, I'd go for free. I would just walk in.
Scam. I appreciate a good I appreciate a good.
But now it's awkward. If I still like all their Instagram photos just in case I go in there.
You're telling me your dad, Bob Cardona,
Yeah.
did something awkward?
That's right. And embarrassing to me.
Do we all remember his WrestleMania moment? Do you mind if I get into that?
Go ahead.
Do you talk about it?
I'm going to leave real quick.
Oh, you're not?
Once
I start talking about...
It's been.
MJF, everybody.